parts of his life. But if you look at this part of David, you will see that David, amen, Saul gave him his clothing and to wear in the battle. But David said, I have not proven that stuff. I haven't been to battle, as you said. And so I'm just going to go ahead and do it like God told me to do it. Now, it may seem silly. It may seem a little crazy. It may seem a little strange. But the Bible tells us, you know the story, that David went up against the Goliath with just some stones. Amen. Now, that don't make a whole lot of sense. Goliath was a giant in the land. Goliath was one that terrorized the people. Nobody could defeat Goliath. So when I went to God and I said, Lord, I done talked about David so many times. We always talk about him. And he said, but what I want you to bring to the people is not that about Goliath in the form of the flesh. Goliath was a real man. So Goliath was a giant in the flesh. But how many of us have giants in the spirit? Amen. Sometimes we're doubters of ourselves. That's nothing but a spirit. Amen? Amen. Sometimes we're fearful. That's nothing but a spirit. That's a giant in your life. Sometimes we're complacent. Sometimes we're lazy. Amen. Sometimes we're jealous. Sometimes we're envious. Sometimes we're full of strife. Those are different giants that can come into and enter into your heart and stifle your growth in God. Amen. But God told me to tell you today, if you look at any giant in your life, and if you get the attitude of a winner like David had, you will be able to slay every giant out of your life. It does not matter what giant it may be. It might not be a male or a female. It just might be a dream that comes to you every now and then. It might be in the form of a sickness. It might be in the form of pain. But God told me to tell you today that if you keep an attitude of a winner, you're going to come out victorious. When we look at the word of God, the Bible tells us that we already have the victory. In order to have the attitude of a winner, you got to learn to think positive. Look to somebody and say, think positive.
Think positive.
The Bible says in Proverbs 23:7, for as he thinketh is his heart. In his heart, so is he. Amen. What are you thinking about yourself? Are you thinking that you can't make it? Are you thinking that you're never going to be able to succeed? Are you thinking that you're always going to be a failure? Are you thinking that nobody cares? Nobody loves you? Baby, if you're thinking negative, that means you're thinking down. The Bible tells us to look up to the hills. And if you look up to the hills, you'll be able to think up. Amen. You'll be able to think like God wants you to think. And so we got to be able to control our thinking. Amen. The Bible already tells us to think on these things, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely. If there be any virtue to those things, think on those things. So the Lord already told us how to think. Now, it's the enemy's plan to come and bring doubt to your mind. It's the enemy's plan to make you think you're not going to make it. It's the enemy's plan to make you think that bad situation is never going to get better. It's the enemy's plan to come and try to stop you, to come and try to block you, to come and try to cause you to throw in the towel. But you ought to get up something down on the inside of yourself. Amen. That I don't care what come. I don't care what the devil try to throw at me. Sure, it might look bad right now, but I got the attitude of a winner. Like David slayed his giant. And I want to tell you something about David. When David slayed his giant, he cut the giant's head off and began to walk through the city and show the people, look what the Lord God has done through me. People counted me out. They said I was too young. They said I was too inexperienced. But it was the anointing of God that got all over me. It was the anointing of God that moved all through me. And the Bible says, all that I can do all things through Christ Jesus, which strengthens me. And I want to let you know, no matter what mountain is in your life, you don't have to climb it. But the Bible says, speak to that mountain according to your faith, and the mountain will be moved. What is the mountain that's in your life? Is it hatred for your fellow man? Well, speak to that mountain so that mountain can be moved. win. I don't care how it looks. You will win because the victory belongs to the people of God. As I read in the word of God, that same word, he says in 1 Corinthians 15:55, oh there, where is thy sin? Oh grave, where is thy victory? 1 Corinthians 15:57 says, but thanks to God, which giveth us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. It don't come through me, it don't come through you, but it comes through the Lord Jesus Christ. Do you know whose side are you leaning on? Leaning on the Lord's side. Whose side are you praying on? Praying on the Lord's side. I don't know about you, but many times I had to cry midnight tears, but I called on the name of the Almighty God. My mama couldn't do me no good. My daddy couldn't do me no good. But when